Hey there, comic fans. This is Comicfan with another humble haul and my wish list for 2018. Let's do a little rewind. 2018 was a great year for me. Absolutely. One of the best. To start off with, I got most of my books from my 2017 list off the list. Let's recap a little, shall we? I don't know if you guys are going to see this, but I'm going to just read it to you. My 2017 wish list consisted of the following. Silver Surfer #1. Got it. My little Battle of the Planets run from Gold Key and Dell. Finished it. My Uncanny X-Men at the State Fair, which was just a small little promotional book that I was looking for quite a number of years. Got it. Number 4 on my list was Amazing Spider-Man #41. Got it. Number 5, Daredevil #131. Got it. Number 6 was Fantastic Four #49. Got that as well. 7 was Daredevil #7. I got that. Number 8 and 9 I did not get. Number 8 being Tales to Astonish #59. And number 9 being my Hulk #1 craft reprint. There was no way I was going to go and chase after the real thing. And number 10 was finishing my X-Men run from issue 94 through 150. I did accomplish that. So all in all, 2017 was really good to me. I pretty much just hunkered down and just stuck to the list. And I got a lot of stuff that wasn't on my list. Got somebody in the chat. 17J Keys Leonard is in the chat. How are you today, kind sir? So like I was saying, 2017 was not bad at all. Of course, you know, I got this a couple weeks ago, so that was always good. And moving forward, I got a little haul between the last time I was here. Just a couple books. Yes, Leonard Hutchins has changed his name on his channel. He is now known as 17GK''S Leonard. So if you guys are looking for Leonard Hutchins, that's where you'll find him. On with my haul. First thing I did, I stopped by Semper Fi Comic Guy's little live auction, and I got one book from there. A Tales of Suspense, number 69, first appearance of Titanium Man. It wasn't a book I was planning on getting, but you know, when you're in these auctions, you see something you like and you bid on it. I bid on it, and I got this for $10 shipped. The other things I got were actually from this week. I got a little bit of Christmas money, even though the wife said I wasn't supposed to have any. Since I bought the big book, she gave me a little spending cash from her bonus, and I went out. I didn't spend it all, which was, you know, it was nice to know that I didn't spend it all, and it was nice to know I actually came home with some money, and I just put it back. So out of what I needed, I got all 3 issues of Thrill Killer. Now, Thrill Killer is an Elseworlds book from DC that pretty much deals with a slightly different version of Robin and Batgirl. So I got issues number 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 3 of 3. Not too bad. I've always wanted to get this. Should have been on my list this year, but this was just something that was a little addition to my list. It didn't make it, but it's what I've wanted for a long time. I got tired of combing eBay, and I just outright bought it. In addition to that, there was a little challenge earlier in this year. Huey of Blast It or Stash It challenged me to a small run completion. The small run completion being Elvira's House of Mystery. Well, I'm here to tell you that Huey, I finished it. I got Elvira's House of Mystery from number 6 and number 10. That would make it complete. So, Huey, step up your game, sir. You challenge me, how do they say? You mess with the bull, you get the horns. Bada bing. Huey, I really do hope that you finish that, but just let it be known I am finished with it. Alright, and while I was out, like I said, I completed my X-Men run. The last 2 issues I needed were X-Men number 125 and X-Men number 128. Now, I think X-Men number 125 was supposed to be the first appearance of Mutant X. Now, Mutant X is a little underrated, or maybe overrated, because Mutant X is actually just Proteus, and that's taken upon a decaying host, or it takes away an actual human body so he can inhabit that and become Mutant X, from what I understand. But it's pretty much just Proteus. And the last book that I got this week was an interesting find. Western Gunfighters number 6. It's actually the death of Carter Slade, the Western Ghost Rider. Now, I'm not exactly sure if it's true, because I'll show you in just a second. Comics Quest. How are you doing, Comics Quest? That is an excellent run. X-Men number 94 through 143. That is the one I was working on for the last couple of years, and I just finally finished it. Mueller, what's up? He's at work. He just wanted to say hi. I had a great Christmas. Thanks for asking. Let's see. His was great. That's pretty cool, man. He doesn't remember when he woke up 5 pounds lighter. I'm still dropping weight from Christmas. I went on a pretty strict diet from Thanksgiving to Christmas, and I'm pretty sure I put it all back. As well as Howler Mouse. Hey, Howler Mouse, how are you doing? The Apache Kid, yeah. The Apache Kid is not what I bought this for. I bought it for the death of Carter Slade. Now, you know how Marvel deaths go. It doesn't mean that he's finally dead. It means that he might come back later. But according to this, Carter Slade falls in a collapsed mine. A mine collapses on him, and he takes his last dying breath there. Now, on the last panel of this page, you'll see that he's actually dead. But if you look a little closer, of course, it always says the end with a question mark, so we don't actually know if he's dead. I did check some previews on the next issue after this, number 7, and it shows a new Ghost Rider. So maybe he's officially dead. Who knows? Oh, you know, one thing I wanted to bring up in those 2 X-Men issues I showed just a second ago. JLS Comics, how you doing, JLS Comics? Jesse, what a pleasant surprise. Thanks for joining. As well as Jay, the Planet East. Hey, how's it going? All right. Now, one thing that I wanted to bounce back, just quick rewind. As far as I know, Uncanny X-Men number 134 was the first appearance of the Black Queen. Is that correct? Longshanks, how's it going? Oh my gosh, how are you doing, guys? It's great to have you join with me in the middle of the afternoon, or if you're on the East Coast or somewhere else, later on at night. Oh, shoot, maybe I have the issues mixed up. We'll check. Okay, no, it's this one. As far as I knew, the Black Queen made her first appearance in 134. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going through, I read 125 in just a second, and it shows a cameo of the Black Queen. Now, this might just be a small cameo or incarnation of the Black Queen, but there she is before 134. I'm not saying this is like the first appearance, but most certainly a cameo. Just thought that was interesting. Okay, now that I finished the haul, let's move on to the list, shall we? Now, the list I made this year is another list that has its challenges, but for the most part, is very much obtainable. Undisputed Frost, you are never late, my friend. Thank you for joining. Anytime's a good time to join if the life... Oh, okay, sorry. According to Howler Mouse, you are late. Class is already in session. Take a seat. Okay, my list. Like I said, this is not something that is within my realms. It does have its challenges, but let's give it a shot. On the top of the list, here we go. Fantastic Four number 3. Might be a bad time to actually try to get some Fantastic Four books. We'll give it a shot. If I don't get it, I don't get it. There's always next year. But since that whole Fox deal and Marvel deal happened recently, it might not be such a good idea to get it this year. Next on the list is a rollover from last year, My Hulk number 1 craft reprint. Like I said, there is no way I'm going to go and try to go for the real thing, but a reprint will be just fine. Let's see. Next on the list, an Amazing Spider-Man number 17. Not feeling too ambitious on number 14 for the first appearance. That might be a little costly. If I run into that first, we'll see what I can do with it. But number 17 shows the first appearance with him on his glider. And for some reason, that's been more appealing to me the last couple of years, and a little easier on the wallet. So we'll go with that. Next on the list, following, I already have an X-Men number 12. Now, X-Men number 12 is not the real great first appearance of Juggernaut. I hear that number 13 is much better. Why not just go and get it and find out? One more down the list, Avengers number 54 and 55. Now, to me, Ultron has already gone past its hype in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think it's about time that book has dropped considerably. And, I think it should be about the right time to go and pursue that book again. Let's see. Oh, hey, Undisputed Frost is, he's working on an X-Men run himself. That's a pretty cool thing. X-Men books are really fun to collect. And 64, that's, what is that? 64, is that Sunfire? Excuse me, guys, I'm sorry. I kind of went off screen for a second. That is an excellent book. Going down, one more down the list, Amazing Spider-Man number 13. Mysterio has always been a pretty cool character. Oh, let's see if I have 64 real quick. Let's see. I just happen to have my X-Men box right next to me. Hold on. Yeah, okay, I was right. First appearance of Sunfire. Sunfire is one cocky SOB. I tell you, he gives 0 Fs. He's got quite a temper on him. Let's see. Next down the list, if you guys see G.I. Joe number 25. For some reason, I've gotten another interest, an all renewed interest in G.I. Joe, and I think probably the best place to start is number 25. First appearance of Zartan. Now, that's not only his only appearance. G.I. Joe had tons of first appearances, but in number 25, you have the first appearances Zartan, first appearance of the Dreadnoughts, first appearance of Mutt and his handler. I forget his name, but they used to cram a bunch of first appearances in certain issues. Any particular issue, you'd have quite a few first appearances. So it'd be a really great run to go and just finish all together. All right. Let's see. So Frost called me a bum. That's always cool. Uh, you know what? I am a bum. You want to know why? I called in sick for 3 days in coinciding with my holiday. So that gets a thumbs up. Yeah, I'm a bum. I called in sick 3 days. I've got like a 6-day weekend. So yes, I will take that. Yes, I am a bum. I will gladly accept that. Have fun at work. Okay, so after that, I've been toying around with my Marvel Fun and Games little run of 13 issues. And all I need are issues number 5 and number 13. So I'd be really happy to complete that. One more down on the list, Wolverine from the limited series number 3 and number 4. For some reason I never collected those. I just started collecting them for some odd reason, and I picked up number 1 and 2, and I need number 3 and number 4. Pretty much self-explanatory. And the last of my number 10 list is Night Nurse. Night Nurse, that's going to be a challenge. Now, I will take any of those issues, whether it be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Particularly, in my opinion, I think number 4 is the best issue of it at all. Number 1, tell you the truth, number 1 is a very lackluster story. If you've ever read, and just a couple years ago, they actually made a reprint of all 4 books. I read them all in the... Yes, I know they're hard to find. You're right, they are hard to find. I've been able to locate quite a few issues, maybe about 3 different copies. Oops, that's not 3, that's 4. 3 different copies of number 1 within the past couple of months. So I know where to get one, but it's whether or not I want to spend the money to get it. Oh, well, no, I can't. You know what? Longshakes was just asking me if one of my buddies could cut me a deal on number 1. I never go after his big books. I don't know. I know it's there. I think a little bit is that the challenge isn't there. I know it's right there. I know where I can get it. I can get it pretty easy. That might sound dumb, but it doesn't make sense to me to make it easy. To me, the thrill of the hunt isn't there. I want to hunt it down. But like I said, issue number 1 is... the story isn't really great. It's just the day-to-day life of a person becoming a nurse, so to speak. But number 3 and number 4, that's when they actually started introducing the paranormal and things like that. So I'm more inclined to get issues number 3 and number 4. And I have 3 honorable mentions. I always have honorable mentions because 10 books is never enough. So I'm doing a little bit of a rollover from the last 2 years of books I did not get in the past two wish lists. That being Tales to Astonish number 59, Batman number 232, and Detective number 298. We all know what those are. No reason for an explanation on that. So that is pretty much it. Just a quick video letting you know what's a recap of last year and what lies in the upcoming year. So yeah, I know some of them are expensive, some of them are pretty easy to obtain. But yeah, it should definitely, you're right, Mike D, it should definitely keep me busy. And that's what a list is all about. So you guys, if you haven't made your list, please make one. I love watching the videos about other people's lists because sometimes I actually borrow from other people's lists. And that's always fun. Yes, Jesse, the hunt is half the fun. So with that being said, guys, thank you for joining me this afternoon or later on at night, whatever time zone you might be in. This is Comicfan. And as always, happy hunting. You guys have a great day. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.